Pavilion, Silo in the City at Expo 88. It is 23 minutes past 3. Keen to hear your Expo memories as well. 1300 222 612. Someone who's got more than a few memories to share is, of course, Peter Rasey. Good afternoon, Peter. Good to see you.
Good afternoon, Kat.
You are a regular Expo 88 guest, and you're back with more news on some of the Expo 88 artwork that might be reappearing around the city.
Yes, well, the first really great news is that Showdown has now been installed and it is up in all of its glory. As we speak, there are landscape gardeners up there planting and sowing, and it just looks so fantastic. I mean, if the Lord Mayor did nothing else but that, it would be just an absolute coup for the city.
For the uninitiated though, Peter, Showdown is what and where?
Well, it's 14.5 metres tall. It is bright pink, and as bright pink today as what it was when it was first unveiled on Expo. The council had maintained and restored it for 30 odd years in a dull pink.
Oh.
And now
it's 80s pink.
It is 80s pink. It is fantastic. The butterfly catchers are now up and can be seen at the Mount Cootha Botanical Gardens, and they also look fantastic.
So are these the human factor butterfly catchers, the white bodies that people might remember from Expo?
Well, they're in the spirit of Expo, those two particular ones. There's an interesting story about the Artbuster stuff. Unfortunately, a lot of it has been lost.
Yes.
Your efforts, however, really do need to be commended, because the clown bending over backwards, which was an Expo piece, and one of the favourite of John and Judy Underwood, who were the owners of the business, that's been saved. That is in my warehouse.
Oh, great.
I look at it every day and my shin still hurts from moving the darn thing.
Don't talk to me about shins. My shins were smashed by my child's toddler pram at the Anzac Day March yesterday, and I'm still feeling the effects of it. But Peter Rasey, what can you tell us about these human factor statues and two dancers that we had thought might be installed somewhere near the ABC studios here at South Bank near QPAC?
Well, they've done a little waltz,
a little do-si-do, little chicken dance. Where are they going? What's going on?
Very close.
Okay.
Right. I can't say at the moment because there is a prominent businessman, Queensland businessman, who has a connection with Expo 88, I'm led to believe, I think. And the council need to speak to him in relation to the latest placement. Then ground radar has to be going over to check, sewage pipes, water pipes, da-da-da-da-da. So, yes, they are keenly awaited, really a high priority, but just one of those things QPAC didn't buy into the vision. Much similar to the Minister for Arts, I have to say. I've got a letter, one of the best 2 pages of letter I have ever got from a Minister.
Yes.
Although I could have summed up the response in 3 words, not interested, thank you.
Oh.
But doesn't matter.
Dear,
I have actually managed to get myself into trouble along this journey.
No.
I have.
What happened?
I've been trying to save the Artbuster pieces, the skaters, out at the Sleeman Centre.
Yeah, in Chandler.
And I've known Steve Minikin, who's the local member there, for a long, long time, and he's related to Bob Minikin. He's an Expo nut. And I've been, chasing the Arts Minister and the Premier, and we spoke last week, and he just tore strips off me. He says,
What?
Peter, I'm an Expo nut. Do you know Mick de Brenny, the Sports Minister, who's in charge of the Stadium Queensland operation? He's an Expo nut. If you'd come to me, I could have saved it.
See.
And
right.
I just found the nearest wall and bashed my head against it.
Wow.
I couldn't believe how silly I was.
But everyone loves Expo, Peter. That's what is I'm finding wonderful.
Genuine Expo nuts.
Yes.
And obviously Steve Minikin and Mick de Brenny are in that category,
if you're
which is good.
Gents, you feel free to call 1300 222 612. Just speaking of Expo nuts, there were lots of famous people that Expo attracted to, weren't there, Peter?
Absolutely, a very long list of them.
Gough Whitlam was an attendee, apparently, and Marie and Carindale. You ran into Gough.
Yes, I did, Catherine. My sister and I and a friend were there on opening day.
Right. What happened? You just sort of bumped into him over ice cream, or how did it play out?
Wandering past with Margaret, past the Australian Pavilion, and my sister said to me, "There's Gough Whitlam." So I went over and said, "Hello, Mr. Whitlam."
Oh, wow.
And I said, "Can we get a photo?" And he said, "Certainly." So Margaret Whitlam hung around and waited for him, as she always did. And, yes, we got a photo with him. And
have you got your photo to this day, Marie?
Yes, I have. He signed the back of it.
Can you pop along on Monday?
Oh, I got a whole photo album of photos from
well, bring it down to South Bank, near the Epicurious Gardens, near where the New Zealand Pavilion used to be. We'll be there from about 12:30, and we're going live to air.
We were annoyed on the morning. Well, not annoyed. It was just wonderful. We went in the Vulture Street end.
Yes.
But the Queen was down the other end there, opening it, right?
Yep.
So we were all jammed in up there. And then when we got in, it was, you can't go on the monorail because the Queen hasn't written on it yet.
Oh.
And then you can't go into the Captain Cook Pavilion because Prince Philip hadn't gone in there yet.
Goodness.
And, no, we had a wonderful time. We stayed for the opening concert with Glenn Fry and the River River Band, and the F-111s nearly burnt us off the patch of grass we were on because we weren't expecting them, and they went flying over the top and gave a big dump and burn.
Oh, my goodness. Marie, can you come down on Monday?
Hopefully. I'll see if I can make it.
All right.
I'll try and make it. What is it at South Bank on Monday?
At South Bank on Monday. We're gathering from about 12:30 at the barbecues near the Epicurious Gardens.
Okay.
But the show will start at 2:00.
Okay.
And would love, especially if you've got some Expo memorabilia. I'm sure Peter would love to see it. I'd love to see it.
the actual original LP, I think, too.
Well, there you go. Bring it along. All right. I'll put you down as a yes, Marie.
All right.
We'll see you on Monday.
My sister will come with me.
Brilliant.
Margaret. Okay.
Excellent. Okay. Thanks for your call, Marie from Carindale there. And Peter, when you hear stories like that, I mean, this is tribute to the hard work that you've put into preserving aspects of Expo, because the memories are still very much alive in so very many people, and it's important to keep them alive, right?
Oh, it was such a change for Brisbane, put Brisbane on the international map. There's no doubt about that, and left behind one of the best legacies of any expos in the world. I mean, South Bank is just a testament to the dogged determination of Sally Ann, primarily, I reckon, and then just the people in Brisbane and in Queensland of wanting a special tribute and a special memory left behind. But just on Gough Whitlam, believe it or not, he actually performed in Expo 88. There were a series of speakers in the QPAC building, and he and Jim Killen were the stars one particular night. Absolutely packed out.
Wow.
A great comedy team. You couldn't imagine, both of them just very witty, intelligent people just firing off at each other. It was really an amazing night.
Oh, the whole show, the whole 6-month show sounded like it was particularly amazing. And superstar producer Annie Papalato just flashed up across my screen images of Showdown at Gregory Terrace, which is the artwork that you were talking about at the outset, the hot pink relic of Expo that has been reinstalled in pride of place. How would you describe the location, Peter, if people want to head along and have a look?
It is directly opposite the heritage-listed Centenary Pool.
Ah, right.
And it is very close to the Inukshuk, which is the reason why I recommended the piece actually go there. And the local councillor, Vicky Howard, as a lot of these councillors on both sides of the fence have been, has really come on board, and she's going to push for picnic tables and benches around the piece opposite the Victoria Park across the road from Showdown, because you sit down and you just look up and you get this absolutely panoramic view of the piece. It has just come up so well. I'm just so happy about the end result and the way that has been packaged by the council. Happiness
and joy is a theme that I'm picking up from Expo 88, Peter Rasey, and probably none more so than from people like Deanna. Deanna, g'day.
Hello.
Now, I understand you met someone quite special at Expo. Wasn't a Prime Minister?
No. My husband and I both met at Easter in 88, and we started dating and discovered we both had season passes. So we spent the first 6 months of our dating life wandering around Expo and having the most marvellous season.
Oh, wonderful. Now, if there was a way to wine and dine a prospective partner, I reckon Expo would probably top the list, Deanna.
Absolutely.
Are you free on Monday?
Oh, look, I would love to come down.
Yahoo! Excellent. All right, we'll see you there, Deanna. Can't wait to hear the stories.
One favourite thing about Expo for me.
Go.
It was the life statues. There was this one fellow, he would stand at an angle which didn't seem very doable as a human, and he would stand there and all these humans would put themselves in a statue position, and it was just unreal to walk around and you'd go, oh my goodness, there's another statue, and just stare at these statues. They were just phenomenal.
Phenomenal. The human factor statues, one of the standout memories of Expo. Peter Rasey been working hard to try and preserve and find and track down some of those statues. Deanna, you'll get the full scoop because Peter's coming along on Monday, so you can pick his brains about that.
That won't take long.
Hey.
Just like the previous person, I have an album full of photos as well.
Oh, great. Well, bring it along. Share the memories. I want to see all of this. It'd be wonderful.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay. We'll see you on Monday, Deanna. Thanks for the call.
Thank you so much.
All right. Let's check in really quickly with Brad to find out what's happening.
Radio